Most people don't fail at Amazon KDP because they can't create a good coloring book. They fail before they even create one. They spend days designing a beautiful coloring book, upload it to Amazon, and then it gets little to no sales. Not because the book is bad, but because they picked the wrong niche. So imagine if before creating a single page, you could use AI to uncover profitable coloring book niches with real demand and competition gaps most people completely overlook. That is exactly what I'm going to show you today. Now, here's the thing. Most people are using AI wrong. They open ChatGPT and type something like, give me profitable coloring book ideas. And AI literally gives them the same ideas everyone has already seen. Bold and easy, cozy rooms, cute animals, Hajj. The problem isn't that these ideas are bad. The problem is they are obvious. If AI gave the same answer to you, it probably gave the same answer to thousands of other people too. So instead of asking AI for ideas, I ask it to do something completely different. I ask it to think like a professional Amazon KDP market researcher. Now, this isn't just a prompt that spits out random niche ideas. It tells AI to define the search demand signals, to identify the competition gaps, to score opportunities, to recommend specific sub-niches, and even point out hidden risks before recommending anything. In other words, instead of guessing, AI actually researches. By the way, this is one of the prompts inside my Ultimate AI Prompt Pack that I personally use for creating coloring books. If you'd like the exact prompt plus the rest of my KDP workflow prompt, you'll find it linked in the description. But for now, let's actually test it and see whether it lives up to the hype. Now, I'm pasting the prompt into Claude AI, but there's one small tweak I always make before I hit enter, and it makes the result significantly better. Let me show you. So here's the prompt right now, and before I'm going to hit enter, I'm going to feed it in a specific starting direction. One mistake I see people make is that they just paste a prompt and expect AI to magically know what they want. But the prompt actually works even better when you give it a starting direction. So for best results, it is best to start with a specific direction. So for example, focus on cozy Hawaii aesthetic, focus on adult stress relief niches. So back in Claude AI, I'm going to write what to focus on. Before we do, if you're serious about making money on KDP this year, type KDP in the comments. I always check the comments and it helps me to know to create more videos like this. For example, if you're interested in cozy coloring books, you want to tell AI to focus on cozy aesthetics or cozy niches. If you're targeting adults, you could tell it to focus on stress relief themes. Depending on the kind or the direction that you want your book theme to be about, you're not changing the prompt, you're simply giving it a direction to research. For this example, I'm going to use focus on cozy and kawaii aesthetic. This is one of my favorite categories because it's been consistently popular. But instead of looking for broad ideas, I want AI to uncover smaller opportunities hiding inside this market. Now, while this is generating, let me explain why this approach is different. A lot of people look at Amazon and think that low competition equals good niche, but that is not always true. Sometimes there is very little competition because there is almost no demand. That's actually worse. I mean, I would rather publish a book in a niche with healthy demand and room to stand out than one that nobody is searching for. Okay, it's already explaining how it's doing its research, and that's something I really like because I don't just want answers, I want reasoning. Notice that it isn't just jumping straight into niche ideas. It first of all evaluated the demand signals and competition before making recommendation. That's exactly what you want from a market research workflow. But here's the part I am most interested in. The scoring table. This is where AI ranks each niche based on demand, competition gap, evergreen potential, scalability, AI design feasibility, and overall opportunity. Now, don't make the mistake of just jumping straight to the highest score. A high score is a starting point, not necessarily an automatic green light. Now, let's look at the first recommendation, which is Kawaii Uncommon Cat Breed, Cozy Scenes. which is actually cool. Now look at this. This immediately gives me three things. First, who I'm creating the book for, which is the target buyer. The second is how I can position the book on Amazon. That's the title, the subtitle. And third, the keywords I should build my listing around. Now, typically when I get recommendations like this, what I do is I validate them on Amazon before making a decision. So I'm heading over to Amazon and pasting that here. You can see there's just 59 results. Now, the first thing I check when I validate on Amazon is I'm looking for not just whether books exist, but what kind of book exists. Now, when you look at the front row, you can see that all these are kawaii cards, different angles, coloring adventure. This one is learn how to draw 75 cards. And the angle that AI gave is uncommon cat breed, which is a unique underserved angle. I mean, if you scroll all the way down. Another thing I do is I look for patterns. Does the interior look repetitive? Are the illustrations outdated? Do the books all target exactly the same audience? Those little gaps are often where your opportunity is. And another metric that I look at that can save you from wasting weeks creating the wrong book is the review counts. For example, this has now 143 reviews, and we do know that not everybody leaves reviews. So if this book must have had this much reviews, that means this book has had way more in buyers. You can see this also has 50 reviews, which is to tell you that, okay, this has some demand. Now we are combining AI's research with manual validation, which makes the results even way more reliable. Now let's compare the second one as well. What I do is I'll pick like 3 to 5 and I begin to check out all of them, which angle is underserved that I can come in from and actually take advantage of it. Now the next one is like kawaii cozy day in the life, professions. So more like nurses, teachers, retirement graduations, and all that. And if you look at it here, you can see that the gap is cozy jobs book. So you can see this has like 133 results, which means that it's not oversaturated. Some of them have some level of reviews, which is that, you know, it has some level of demand and it is an opening where you can actually leverage on. And then the third one is, you know, creepy, cute, kawaii, like got kawaii year round and all that. So when you copy it, and we do the same thing here by pasting it to check the number of demand, you can see this one has 856. And again, this is seasonal. It's more of Halloween related. So basically, when you look into this to validate what AI has actually researched, you can actually see that AI did its homework. So if I wanted to do a book right now under the cozy kawaii aesthetic niche, I will go for this one. This would be my pick because it is the strongest opportunity. It has demand, it has room to create a better product, and it has potential to become a series. Most importantly, there is a unique angle to position it differently from existing books. And if you're wondering, can I get this prompt, which is the prompt that I used to do this research? Of course, absolutely. This research prompt is one of the prompts inside my Ultimate AI Prompt Pack. I put this together because I realized that you need to be repeating the same AI workflows over and over again every time you need to create a new coloring book. So instead of rewriting prompts every time, I organize them into one complete workflow. If that sounds useful to you, you're going to find it linked in the description as well as in the comment section. Now we have gotten the research, or we've done research, and we have an idea that we can begin to build a coloring book on. Now, if your next challenge is actually creating the coloring book after you have found a profitable niche, then I'm going to show you how you can create a high quality coloring book from start to finish using AI. You want to click the video you see on your screen right now and go check it out. Ciao.